Okay guys, we are finally here, the final night of WrestleMania 40, Sunday night, night 2. There's going to be 6 matches on this card, a possible mystery one. I don't know what it is as of now, but we'll probably find out the night of. But as of right now, I'm going to talk about the first match, and that is Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins versus the Final Testament, Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain, Akam and Razor. Honestly guys, this match should be on a SmackDown or on a Raw. It should not be on WrestleMania. I do not know why it's here. It just got added in. Possibility of just having Bobby Lashley on the card, or maybe the Street Profits on the card. But I really don't see the Street Profits losing here. It seems like they're getting a lot more serious in their character, especially teamed up with Bobby Lashley. And I see the Final Testament as a joke. That's just my own opinion at that. And I honestly do see that Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits are going to beat the Final Testament. I'm just going to have them as the winners. I could be totally wrong. It might be the Final Testament, but I don't really care for this match. It just got thrown in my humble opinion. Now talking about another match that I don't care about that just got thrown in because of probably AJ Styles. I don't know. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. This was probably one of the most lukewarm feuds I have ever seen in my entire life. One of the most. And this should not be on a WrestleMania card, but it is. And this is definitely a match to get LA Knight even more over and then have him be pushed and then have his push be stagnant. So AJ Styles is all about putting new talent over. I honestly do not see LA Knight losing here, especially to AJ Styles. He is going to win. LA Knight for the win, and he's going to beat AJ Styles because he's all about putting over new talent. Alright, let's move on to the United States Championship Triple Threat. Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. I don't care about this match at all, but I'm not really a big fan of the United States Championship, even though it actually does have a lot of history, and I hate Logan Paul. I am not a big fan of Logan Paul at all, and I hate Prime. But anyway, the fact is that Kevin Owens is going to take the title back. Randy doesn't need it, or it could be the possibility of Logan Paul hanging on to it until SummerSlam because he's being advertised for SummerSlam because I think SummerSlam is going to be in Ohio. So it's a major possibility that Logan Paul is going to retain the title and hold on to it until SummerSlam because I wouldn't be shocked if he's going to be facing The Miz because they're both from Ohio. I'm just guessing here, but my guess and my prediction is Logan Paul is going to retain against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And I don't think it's going to end the feud that he has with Kevin Owens, not by a long shot. Alright, another championship match that has been possibly ignored, which, not possibly, but has been ignored a lot, but just now getting some build, is the WWE Women's Championship match with Io Sky versus Bayley. I feel really bad for Bayley because she worked really hard coming in at number 3, winning the entire thing, only to be eclipsed by Bianca Belair and not really have any promotion, barely any promotion for her feud with Io Sky just now, which means this is going to be a banger of a match. They have a lot to prove here. And usually for the matches that get low promotion are the matches that are actually the match of the night. So I think this is going to be a really good match to watch because they have a lot to prove here. But Bayley is definitely going to take the title from Io. She hasn't really been doing anything with it. People kind of ignore the fact that she is a champion because they forget that she's a champion. But honestly, I have my own personal theories of why Io had the title in the first place. But I really do believe in my heart of hearts that Bayley is going to take the title from her. And she's going to probably be a full-fledged face after this. But she's not going to bring back the wacky inflatable tube men to my sadness, because I honestly like that version of Bayley. She made me happy every single time she came in the room. She made everybody happy, especially with that music. But she's going to be a full-fledged full-fledged baby face after this. She's going to be 100% baby face after this. So I really do see that Bayley is going to take the title from Io, and she's going to be the new champion. All right, we are getting to our main events of the night. The World Heavyweight Championship, Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. So many directions to go in this match because we forget about one individual that holds the Money in the Bank briefcase that has not let it go since. There are two possibilities here. It is one possibility that he is going to take the title from Seth at the end of the night, or take the title from Roman when he retains. It can go in either direction. Right now, when it comes to Seth, I don't see Seth retaining his belt. I don't. Seth is far too beaten up. He's far too beaten up. He is far too hurt. He needs to take some time off. I hope he does. I see Drew actually being champion going into Clash in the Castle, which is going to be in June. So it makes more sense for Drew McIntyre to actually have the title here, or at least beat Seth for the title. And of course, he's probably going to lose by Damian Priest coming in for the cash-in and taking the title from him. Because I don't see anybody going... I mean, it would be a bold move if they actually had Damian Priest cash in on Roman or Cody. That would be an amazingly bold move for them to decide and really irritate the crowd as well as the internet, the internet will probably explode if that happens. But I really do see the fact that he's going to probably take the title from Drew McIntyre after Drew McIntyre makes a win. So my overall guess is that Drew McIntyre is going to beat Seth Rollins, but then we're going to have a cash-in from Damian Priest for him to take the title from Drew. And then, of course, it's going to be a Clash in the Castle in June where they're going to meet up again, and they're going to actually fight for the title with having Drew actually keep the title, to take the title from Damian Priest because they still have a rivalry going on. So Drew is going to win the second time while Damian Priest is going to win the first time, if that makes any sense. But let's move on to the main event of the night. The undisputed WWE Universal Championship with Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. This all depends on what happens on night one. If we have bloodline rules or if we just have a clean fight. It can go down either way. Like I said many times before in my videos, Roman Reigns cannot carry a match. And it's not his fault. It's mainly his health. He cannot carry a match for that long. He needs assistance. He needs a way to actually cover it up. So in my opinion, I'm just going to go by two scenarios. Let's go by first bloodline rules. With the bloodline rules and my version, of course, is going to have every member of the bloodline in an important role of the match. You have The Rock being the special guest referee. You have Solo Sikoa as the special guest enforcer. You have Paul Heyman as the special guest announcer. And you have Jimmy controlling the bell. If you have every person inside of that match in an important angle that can change the match in either direction, Cody's going to win. Cody's going to beat all odds, and he's going to take the titles because we all know that The Rock is going to disappear in May. He's not going to be back anymore, and Roman's going to be gone for 6 months. So we know that this is going to come to an end. But let's say we actually do have a clean finish. A clean fight. We have a clean fight with Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, and they're just fighting back and forth. When it comes to this, in my opinion, this is going to end in shenanigans. Now, a lot of people have been throwing a rumor out there. I don't know if it's true, but I'm just going to add this into the scenario just for funsies. Let's just say that his brother Dustin shows up. Let's say he comes back, not as Goldust. Let's just say he comes back as Dustin Rhodes, that he's no longer going to be Goldust, and he just shows up to help his brother. So we think. Let's just say that he goes back in and he just annihilates his brother, either causing a DQ, which has Roman retain to take the title with him for 6 months, or he does something to help Roman pin him for the win. Either or, if it is a clean fight, it's going to be shenanigans. And then this is just my own theory. Let's just say Dustin Rhodes shows up. but he cost Cody the match. Makes sense to me. I mean, he left AEW. He left the actual wrestling company that he created. He abandoned him. He abandoned everybody there. It makes sense to make that an angle. It makes sense for Dustin to be mad. It makes sense for Dustin to play it off on social media, only for him to just boot his brother in the face and cause him to lose. So where he has more adversity to face. So if the bloodline rules happen, more than likely Cody is going to win. If it's a clean match, he is going to lose. So Roman is going to retain for the clean fight. And if the bloodline rules, that means that Cody is going to win. So for bloodline rules, Cody will win. For a clean fight, Roman will win. Roman will win due to shenanigans. That is my prediction. So guys, those are my predictions for both night 2 and night 1. I'm actually going to separate this. So if you haven't heard my prediction for night 1, go ahead and listen to that. But that is all for WrestleMania 40. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Tell me what your predictions are. Who do you think will win? Who do you think you're rooting for? What wild cards do you think is going to be put out there? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you guys like what I do, like what I say, by all means subscribe, share this video, and like it. I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.